This demonstration is on how to wet and dry a door. The only oil-based surface or substrate you have in here is your door. Nearly all of you will have a panel door, and others might have a flush door, which is a flat one. So that's a flush door if it's got no panels. And if it's got panels, which are these, it's called a panel door. So what you're going to do here is you're going to wet and dry it. So this is using silicone carbide. Remember, silicone carbide has a waterproof backing. So this is on a rubbing block. It's been attached to the block. If you're not sure how to do that, come and ask me or Gary. Right. You've got an old sponge here and some warm water. So just plenty of clear water. Now the key to this cutting the pin is to keep the water on the door. If you start doing it dry, this will clog up. So basically, dip it in, and then just in a circular motion like that, you're just going over the door. Okay. And that's what you're taking off. Dip that in, rinse it, go again. You notice on the floor I've got no dust sheets. You don't need dust sheets for this. If you're using water, we don't want to get them all wet. Now the sponge, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe the surface, and if you can see, I've just started to cut through the coat, the pin coating, which is the gloss. So I'm taking the gloss down to a flat finish. If you're unsure whether it's good enough, there's a test you can do. If you put water on your door like that, and it just disperses like on a carbonic when it's been polished, a highly polished surface, that means it's not been done. It shouldn't sit on the surface. So you're doing that for the whole of the door, and it doesn't take a lot of effort. If you go past this layer and you start onto another colour, you've gone too far. So just dip in, don't put lots of effort in. Let the abrasive do the work, and you're just working on all the flats all the way around. When you've done the flats, just do these panels here. Okay, and you can see they're cutting straight away. Have your bucket on a hop up so you're not dipping down if you want to get a hop up to go to the top. Or get a pair of steps and put your bucket on the top of the steps, and one of them that wedge it in. Now, when you've done the flats and this, you probably might have wanted to change your water a couple of times as well, because it gets quite grungy. Get another piece of silicone carbide and just fold it up into little squares like that. Dip it in your water, and then you'll get into the mouldings. There. Okay. These doors shouldn't need a lot of work. The only areas that will need extra attention is if it's got runs or sags. Now they need to be abraded out well with your silicone carbide, but on this one there isn't. If you go in too far like that and you start to see the actual colour of the door stop, don't do any more. Go on to the next bit. And you're just working round the panels. Rinsing it off is really important as well, because if you don't rinse it off, you've basically abraded wet. All the dust has gone into the water. Or if you don't wash that off, that's basically dust you've left on the door. You're just going to dry and be all gunky. So that is how you are going to leave your door, just so it's just cutting to the next layer. Remember, the test is if it runs off, it's not abraded properly. Let me show you one that's gone too far. This guy here, this is amazingly smooth door, but he's gone from, he started off blue, then he's gone down to the green layer, and then he's gone down to the grey layer, and even beyond that, he's gone to like a pinky layer, and even beyond that, there's another cream layer. There was no point in doing that. You won't get it any smoother past one layer, okay? So don't keep going at it like a gobstopper, okay? Stop when you've cut the first layer and you've got rid of that shine and you've got rid of any runs or sags. That's it.